Well, what's going on, Carnation? Well, what a game tonight. A dominant win. 10-3 against the Cincinnati Reds in the first of three, as this is just the second time all season that the Cardinals managed to score at least 10 runs in a game. Uh, which is somewhat surprising, though I know it's not easy to do, obviously. And the first and only other time we did it was at the Pirates back at the end of April when we swept them in that 4 game set. And we fell behind early in this one and then scored 10 unanswered runs. And we only had to use two pitchers. Kyle Leahy went the first 4 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, only one strikeout. And then Hunter Dobbins pitching the final 5 innings, similar to uh, the game last Sunday. Uh, Dobbins came in, pitched the final 4 innings, and this time pitches the final 5 innings, gets the win, his first win as a Cardinal. So the Reds would take an early 2-0 lead in the first with one swing. RBI 2-run double by Sal Stewart, their stud rookie. That would make it a 2-0 Reds lead, and then Eugenio Suarez with an RBI single to make it 3-0. So early on, down by 3. And then in the bottom of the first, with Lars Nootbaar in his first game of the season, been on the IL all season long up until today. And in the corresponding move, we sent Thomas Sajaci to AAA Memphis and recalled up reliever Matt Swanson, placed reliever Ryan Fernandez on the IL with a back injury. And Nootbaar in his first at bat back would reach first on an infield hit and then advance to second on an error. And so just like that, a runner in scoring position, and up with first and third for Ivan Herrera, he would score on an error to make it a 3-1 game. And then Mason Wynn would draw a walk to load the bases for Nolan Gorman, and Burleson would score on a wild pitch. And so just like that, it would be a 3-2 game. And it would stay that way until the bottom of the third. Alec Burleson would tie it up 3-3 with a solo home run on the first pitch of the third. His 8th of the year, 43rd RBI. And Burleson's been so good in the clutch, been so good with runners in scoring position, though that was not with anyone on base, though. And yeah, Leahy would only make it through 4 innings, so not a great start, even though all those 3 runs were allowed in the first. And then in the bottom of the fifth, Ivan Herrera would draw a leadoff walk, and that would knock out Red starter Brady Singer, who's had a very disappointing year so far. He'd be charged with 4 runs, only one of them was earned. Jordan Walker would put us up 4-3 with an RBI double in the bottom of the fifth, and then Dobbins a 1-2-3 6th inning. And then in the bottom of the sixth, Jimmy Crooks leading off would strike out, then Victor Scott would reach an infield hit, then Lars Nootbaar with an RBI double, his first RBI of 2026, to put us up 5-3. Then Ivan Herrera would bring home Nootbaar to put us up 6-3. Burleson would draw a walk to put 2 more runners on. And Brian Torres, who got the start at second base, now with Nootbaar in left, I'm guessing now Lars, along with Torres and eventually Nathan Church when he comes back, will all be platooning in left. And Torres would draw a walk. Mason would be hit by a pitch to put us up 7-3. Then Jose Fermin would reach first on an infield hit to put us up 8-3. And then back-to-back walks to score a run. Crooks would draw a walk, and Scott would draw a walk to put us up 10-3. So 6 runs on only 4 hits in the 6th inning. And yeah, so 10 unanswered runs for the Cardinals, and only had to use two pitchers. Somewhat similar to the game last Sunday night against the Cubs, and also similar to the game a week ago against the Cubs, where we fell behind 3-0 early on. Came back, responded immediately, and yeah, it's just an all-around complete team win. Dobbins outstanding in relief, 6 strikeouts in the final 5 innings, and with 78 pitches too. He's been really solid. Hunter Dobbins has. This was only his third outing. He made one start, which was at the end of April. So we had 10 hits in this game. Went 3 for 17 with runners in scoring position. 3 hits for Jordan Walker, the likely All-Star, and 2 hits for Lars Nootbaar in his return and first game of the season. J.J. Weatherholt did not play in this game. He actually is day-to-day with, I believe, back soreness. So hopefully he'll be back in tomorrow. And starting tomorrow afternoon's game will be Matthew Liberatore, who's been really solid his past couple of starts, been racking up a lot of strikeouts. He'll be going up against fellow left-hander Nick Lodolo for the Reds. So, and yeah, and we got a run in the first in what really should have been the third out. But the Reds' first baseman, Sal Stewart, did not have his foot on the base, and it could have been a much different game. So, just great to see this, blowout, lopsided win, which we haven't had a ton of these this season. Like I said, just the second time scoring double-digit runs. So, till tomorrow afternoon, Comics per saying go Cards.